Jesus Christ, Pinocchio! What have they done to you, boy? Coming at you live from the bedseat of my apartment, this is Mikoy welcoming you to the final week of TPP podcast for at least the round robin style. I am joined by...
Bogar 2004.
And today, it's the final week. The 4 teams have already decided on playoffs, and they're not playing, which is good. But we're going to talk about last week first, because that's how we do things. Alright, let's get things started, shall we?
Yeah, let's get started. I'm kind of hungry.
First off, we have the Silverhaven Slowbros actually winning a week, defeating the 9 Oblivion Ambers and knocking them out of TPP, which is hilarious. They were one of the top ranked teams. Well, at least they were one of the playoff teams for me, but they did not make it.
Yeah, and that's really funny because, like, you see several of the Litwicks were helping the Corvinites. No, the Corvisquires, I mean. And, so what they needed to qualify was they needed to not only beat the Groviles, but they needed the Slowbros to beat they needed the Slowbros to beat the Ambers. The Slowbros actually did their part.
Yes, and yeah, the Slowbros actually did their part, and they succeeded in beating the Ambers, knocking them out of, TPP contention. So let's see how they actually won their first week. First off, we got PokeBH. We have Bobsican versus Right Click R. So this game was very long and not really worth talking about because there's a lot of stall.
Well, that's every PokeBH game, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of Pokemons in this one. But, this one's particularly uneventful for its bulkiness. So first off, we saw the Ho-Oh Swords Dance.
I'd say wrong because there's a Chenpao and an Ultra Necrozma, and yeah, it's not pure stall, it's just PokeBH is literally always stall.
So starting off, we had the Ho-Oh Swords Dancing to kill the Celesteela on turn 7 with the V-Create, well, it's not Celesteela, Bronzong, then Chenpao killing the Ho-Oh quite soon after with Wicked Blow on turn 11. Then we saw the Goodra surviving Blissy's Glacial Lance on turn 13 to heal, allowing Gliscor to stall out Blissey as Mega Chenpao killed Mega Ampharos on turn 48.
Did you just say Mega Chenpao?
Mega Ampharos. Chenpao killed the Mega Ampharos. Mega Chenpao, lol. So, then, there was nothing for a bit because Gliscor and Blissey kept stalling each other for a while with occasional appearances from Ho-Oh and Goodra before we saw turn 103 where we saw the Ultra Necrozma actually pick up the knockout over Blissey, OHKOing it to absolute death with not Clanging Scales. Actually, no, it was Clanging Scales. What am I thinking? I was right. Then, managed to crit the Arceus Ghost before dying to it, allowing Chenpao to just clean the rest for Bob to win. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
It was Bob nearly getting the 6-0, proving their dominance, and we're happy.
That was actually over.
Okay, well, you're right. So, that was that. Next up, we have Kamove Chaos. We have Splodge versus Waffle. This one was, it had some hacks.
Stupid.
Stupid. You're
it
not
kind of
wrong.
was.
You're not wrong. It was kind of stupid, but the way things turned out, it was kind of funny as well. So we saw the Halucha taunting the Tangrowth, setting the webs, and taunting the Rhyperior, mementoing on turn 7 as Grimmsnarl beat the Ogerpon with a flip turn, a copycat a copycat assisted flip turn at that.
That was goated, not gonna lie.
So then we saw the Ogerpon Oko the Rhyperior on turn 12 and Megalodios before dying to the King Gambit as Deoxys Speed then beat Slowking on turn 18. Then we saw the King Gambit kill the Grimmsnarl as Mega Scizor deployed all the bullshit, dodged the Will-O-Wisp on turn 23, then crit killed the Tangrowth with the Dragon Darts.
Yep.
Then the final kill happened on King Gambit, and that caused Splodge to take the win. So yeah, any other thoughts?
Not really, apart from Waffle being robbed.
It was robbed. It was very, very unfortunate. Alright, next up we have Stab and Mega. Velcroc beat the Space Speakers. Never mind. I don't know why I said Space Winds, but whatever. So first we saw both set up rocks. Then after nothing really happened on 21 turns, turn 22 was the thing that actually mattered. Well, things started mattering. Zamazenta crit killing the Eternatus.
Did that really matter?
Well, I don't think so because it was at 55% and it was boosted attack, but you know, it was still unfortunate.
As well.
It was still unfortunate. Then we saw the guard chomp crit killing the Goldengo with the Fire Fang.
That, I wonder if it mattered. I'm gonna guess probably, since it was non-stab and Fire Fang is kind of a weak move.
It's 65 base power, so I wouldn't be surprised.
But then again, does Tough Claws boost Fire Fang?
I think you're thinking of Strong Jaw.
I didn't state it as a fact that it boosted Fire Fang. I asked a question. I'm not thinking of Strong Jaw.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe it does.
I know
maybe it
for
doesn't.
a fact Strong Jaw would boost Fire Fang. I'm asking if Tough Claws would.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Then we saw the Arcanine Hisui miss the Pyro Ball on turn 28. Then allowing Toxapex to then poison Volcarona on turn 31 before dying to its Psychic after Tail Glow boost. As Archaludon finished off Tinglu before dying to Garchomp, while Arcanine Hisui beat Magearna and Garchomp before finishing Regieleki off for Velcroc to win the game. Did you finally look it up? Boost Fire Fang. Okay. So it mattered. Or it doesn't matter. I don't know.
It's possible it didn't. I don't know how much of a boost.
It is possible it didn't. And you may be right.
Let me look. For 85.
So it didn't matter, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll check.
I don't know how.
We'll check the calc after. But yeah, it's very, very unfortunate. Well, some things happen unfortunately, but well done, Velcroc. You managed to pull off a win. Alright, next up we have National Dex DOU. We got Dreepy beating Logice in a shop. Would you believe it?
No, not really, but
Well,
Droopy played that really well.
he brought an Actually, Dreepy was kind of cracked at this because she brought an Electivire.
I don't think it was Droopy's team, for the record. I'm pretty sure it was Tikan's.
That's still kind of correct that an Electivire was placed in the team. Anyway, that first up we saw Grimmsnarl set the light screen while Landorus killed the Tapu Fini. And then Celesteela missed the meteor beam on Salamence, who megaed to kill Grimmsnarl on turn. As Celesteela then Dynamaxed and OHKO'd it in return on turn 4. Then Mega Mawile came about as Landorus died while Mawile killed Tapu Fini, then killed Marshadow as Glastrier speed swapped with Pheromosa, however dying to Celesteela before Lajai's forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Not really, just I kind of find it funny that Lajai's used the team Aragon brought, I think, in week 6.
And he actually managed to pull off the speed swap strap.
Yeah, except it didn't do anything.
Yeah, just made Glastrier fast, yes, but still got killed by a boosted Celesteela, which is unfortunate. And of course, the other correct thing that it was Mega Mawile. Just doing Mega Mawile things, allowing to be boosted by the Celesteela. Hype. Are you still calcing? Next up, we have National Dex Ubers, the Strap, beating Jojen. Surprised?
No.
You shouldn't be. Strap's really good in this tier. Getting to show off quite the goatedness with some interesting sets along the way. So, first starting off, we saw the Tyranitar setting rocks, which Fairy Arceus Ghost defogged as Cramorant paralyzed the Zacian on turn 8, allowing to kill afterwards. Then, Groudon survived a Draconium Z attack from Zekrom to kill it with Precipice Blades on turn 12, killing Tyranitar shortly after, even with the Shuca Berry, before dying to the Fairy Arceus Water, whom Zacian then killed on turn 17, as Terapagos was then poisoned before killing Tyranitar and dying to Cramorant, as Koraidon finished itself off because of Flare Blitz to win for the Strap. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Just wondering why Terapagos of all things.
Terrastellar Starstorm is good. Just good.
Except it seems extremely meh in this meta.
It's mid. It doesn't really do much because of the bulky mons.
Meh, but mid works too.
There are multiple bulky ass mons. I don't blame you for thinking that. So I don't blame you for thinking it's mid. So you're welcome. Next up, we have the shared powered Rands format. What was going to be Lechon versus Axel turned into TGK versus Corvi Kafka. It was a double sub.
I forgot Lechon was even in there to begin with.
Who would we have predicted between Lechon and Axel? I think we already said. But TGK versus Corvi Kafka happened. It was a double sub. So, game 1 was very short. It was actually very short. We saw the Masquerain setting up the webs, Miraidon subbing up and setting Calm Mind, Terra Electricking on turn 10, defeating Porygon 2 on turn 14, and killing Venusaur and sweeping before Corvi forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
A lucky Miraidon sub-sweeping maneuver. Then, game 2. We saw Arbok paralyzing the Heatran, then defeating it with Earthquake. Paralyzing Cryogonal as well with Glare, who killed Girafarig on turn 6. Then, before dying to the same Arbok that pretty much gave Corvikov trouble a little bit, as Wigglytuff beat Azelf on turn 10, Zoroark came in for the clutch though, as it boosted itself with competitive and swept including an Oko on Pecharunt and an Oko on the Terra Ground Landorus. So yeah, Corvikofka won.
I have to wonder about how TJK played this.
Why?
Why did he not? Why did he save his Terra for? Why did he not use his Terra sooner to possibly
shut down the?
Well, I guess by the time he could have used it, it was probably too late.
You think you should probably use it on the Pecharunt?
Yeah, but I guess he didn't get the chance because it got killed on switching.
Yeah. Should have brought it in as a switch
I guess
after
it
a
boiled
deadline.
down to him not knowing it was Zoroark.
Yeah, maybe that could be the case, which Corvikofka abused with competitive of all things. So, game 3, we saw the Heatran setting up the rocks, dying to the Palmot, as Porygon-Z set up and killed Heatran on turn 9. Before Cyclizar Terra Ghosted, before dying to Landorus, who OHKO'd Tyranitar and Garganacl on turn 15, as Palmot killed in return before dying to Zacian, who Terra Fighting'd to OHKO Cloyster and win Corvi the game. Any other thoughts?
No.
Well played game by Corvi. Well played game. Alright, let's move on now to Sim 6. Vampire versus Akaras. Were you surprised that Akaras won?
Nope.
Yeah, the better player won. Sorry, Vampire. So
Vampire had some interesting sets, at least.
Yeah,
similar to Akaras even.
There were some similar sets that happened here. First, we saw the Klefki setting up the Calm Mind, imprisoning, with the Klefki imprisoning it in return. Then, Jellicent tricked it on turn 5, and then necessitating that stored power damage. Well, minuting it, in fact. As Sirfetch'd killed the Weavile on turn 11 after it survived one triple axle.
I really have to wonder
what
was going on there. Like, why are you running
Choppleberry
Chopple on a Weavile? You think it's gonna survive even with Chopple?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I would say no.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. It took 100% kill. Then, we saw the Mega Venusaur, who we expected would Mega.
By the way,
what?
Did you mention that Triple Axel only hit one time and Octorus got unlucky?
Yeah, it did only hit one time, which was very unfortunate.
Yeah, Sirfetch'd wouldn't have been able to kill that Weavile had that not happened and hit at least twice.
Yeah. So we saw Mega Venusaur came out. We expected both would bring Mega Venusaur. Setting up Growth to kill Klefki on turn 26, as Weavile then used Darkinium Z and beat Klefki with the Icicle Crash before losing the Surfetch. Then Oranguru beat Oranguru on turn 35 with the Thunderbolt, with Jellicent's Hex, killing Jellicent and burning Surfetch'd in the end for Akiras to win. Twice with Lumberry as well. Any other thoughts?
For a second there, I thought you were saying Alcaraz won twice.
It burned it twice, is what I meant.
I see.
You tried to get rid of the Lumberry? Too bad. Another Will-O-Wisp for you. It ain't Willow missing this time. Alright. Then we move on to Mystery OU with its first blood rules. Tenebrosite versus Mata. You see...
And this was how many turns?
This was like 7 or 8.
7, it seems.
Yeah, 7 turns. I don't think like most of the OU players this week. Well, you know, I understand it. I understand they don't play like the janky OU. They're more used to the more traditional OUs. But there is like strats you can do with Mystery OU. Like you gotta block. You gotta trap certain mons, and then you just gotta heal stall and protect stall a lot. Like there are strats you can do in First Blood. I don't
naming not some of the most ideal ones.
Yeah, and I get it.
Like, sure, stall is only part of it. You also need like some insane breaker.
Yeah, and you know, I get that most OU players wouldn't be able to, you know, prepare for something like this, but yeah, there are strats you can do. Next time that First Blood gets pronounced, there are legit strats you can do.
Next time?
If there is a next time. So, we saw the...
There's no next time for First Blood OU.
So, Klefki setting up the Reflect, Rillaboom, Terragrass, killed Porygon Z. That's it. GG.
Yep.
Yeah, Tenebrosite won. Which we expected. You were even contemplating yourself last week in the predicts.
All I heard from you just now was a bunch of janky sounds.
Next up, we have the Grovyle gang defeating the Corvus Square cultists. Oh no, what happened to your Corvi?
They ain't my Corvies, they're class's Corvies.
How unfortunate, you know? The Corvus Squires lost. So that was really bad, really unfortunate. So first off, we got Poke BH. We saw Brain Damage Haver defeating Flampoke, which we expected. Should we not?
Well, we expected right.
Yeah. So, first off, we saw the Zamazenta poison the Chansey on turn 5, knocking off items until dying on turn 14. Then, Tinglu was then poisoned for Chien Pao to kill it on turn 18 with the Collision Course, which knocked out a Tinglu. I mean, expected. So, as Chansey and Charizard both missed their respective head smashes on turn 27. That was pretty funny. Before Chansey ultimately killed it with the same head smash before sacking to Fluttermane, as Chien Pao killed Blissey on turn 32. Gudra Hisui killed the Fluttermane and Regieleki for Regieleki then finished off the Celesteela for Brain to win. Any thoughts?
I find it funny how Flampoke brought a Sun team with the intentions of a Fluttermane being with Fluttermane abusing the Sun, and yet it never did.
It never did. Unfortunate. So, moving on to Cam of Chaos. We never saw Banded Body Press versus Velvet because the dead game, because the week was already over. So instead, we move on to Stab and Mega. Class defeating Derpy Boy. Which I believe was the last game for the classes.
The last game, period. Yes.
Starting off, we had Petcheron, Poison the Landorus. Tyranitar then survived Thunderous's Grass Knot on turn 10 to kill it with the Stone Axe. Then set rocks, killing the opposing Tyranitar before being burned by Slowbro on turn 21. Blissey was then sacked on turn 29. Corviknight, however, died to Salt Cure on turn 39. Landorus died. Then Corviknight finished off Zamazenta in the end with the Beak Blast for class to win. Any other thoughts?
No, not really.
It was just a dominant performance by class overall, I'd say.
A masterclass.
Ha! The pun is real with you. Okay. Next up, we have National Dex DOU. Loason losing to Shiritu. Some funky shenanigans with this one. So, starting off in Loason versus Shiritu, we have the Blastoise Shell Smashing and Dynamaxing, or in this case, Gigantamaxing, killing the Mega Blastoise, no, it's just normal ass Blastoise, with the Max Overgrowth. It brought a grass move. What the hell was that grass move?
I need to check what grass moves Blastoise even learns.
Can you check it real quick? That's it? That's the grass move? Okay.
I guess.
That's your grass move? Okay. I guess Shiritu knew and learned the fact that, you know, the Hidden Power Grass was actually pretty OP here. Then, not only that, it crit O-code the Registeel. Right after that, after Thundurus tried to Airy Impulse to try to lower its special attack, no, it just didn't work because Psychic Terrain prevented Prankster moves from happening. So G-Max Cannonade ended up crit killing Registeel. Then Rillaboom survived a Max Hailstorm to kill itself with Woodhammer, while Blizzard, yes, it's a weird Blastoise set, Blizzard killed the Thundurus. Then we saw Landorus Dynamax. Blastoise died finally to its own hail, lol, as Landorus then killed Indeedee on turn 8, where Rillaboom killed Tapu Fini before dying to Landorus, as Salamence then Megad and Heatran subbed up to kill it and win for Shiritu the game. Any other thoughts?
Nope. This was just domination.
It was crazy sets, the musical, like Blastoise having Shell Smash, Hidden Power Grass, Blizzard, and some water move. And that's it. Jesus Christ, what is your Blastoise set? Please bring it for the next. I hope to see someone in VGC Regionals bring that. That would be so funny.
Why are you asking me what his Blastoise set is? I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, next up we have... What?
I said maybe I can check.
Okay.
Terrain Pulse?
That's I guess that's why Rillaboom was there. Oh. That's wacky.
And it can become a psychic move because there's a psychic search here too.
Yeah, there's an Indeedee. Wow. Okay, that's really unique.
And the move was Hydro Cannon.
Oh man, that's why the cannonade. Okay, fair enough. Alright, next up, National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. It was supposed to be Latiasite versus Mashing, turned to Latiasite versus MJ, turned into Latiasite versus nobody. What?
I was saying which turned into an act.
Yeah, which turned into nothing. Latiasite versus nobody, because it was an act call. Latiasite wins by doing absolutely nothing. Next up, we have Shared Powered Rans. Zastra losing to D-Wagon. And this was kind of heated for the Corvies, I remember. This was kind of a heated game, according to the comments that was in the Discord. So, first off, we saw some hilarity, I guess. This is the only game Zastra won, which is game 1. We saw the Quagsire poison the Mobostiff as Volcanion crit Latias on turn 6 and burned Altaria. Haxorus then Oko'd the Jolteon on turn 23. It was preparing to... it caught the hard switch first. Then Sylveon came in, and then we saw the Terra Steel. Haxorus doing its business. First missing, be not hitting the scale shot, but it did hit the Iron Head and crit O-Code Sylveon on turn 27.
That crit didn't matter, though.
I know it didn't matter, but it was just bleh. Then Terra Ground Iron Jugulis tried to hit it with a ground move, but couldn't because Levitate, and yeah, managed to hit the scale shot and beat it with the Iron Head, D-Wagon losing to Timer shortly after.
It was lost anyway.
It was lost.
Everything was gonna get swept.
That Haxorus was ugly. Alright, game 2. We saw Garchomp defeat Heracross very haphazardly. Ceruledge then set up to kill it on turn 5 with the Poltergeist before losing to the Honchkrow Mind Games. The Sucker Punch Mind Games.
Oh no, I remember this.
This one was the Mind Games match. Stunjourner ended up beating the Honchkrow after it tanked its Sucker Punch well before losing to the King Gambit, who played more Mind Games with Zastra here. He lost twice, Zastra said, to the Sucker Punch Mind Games.
It was more than twice in the whole game, though.
Then King Gambit turf flying. Then yeah, you're right. This Sucker Punch to kill Annihilate and Manaphy. Not with the actually yes, with the Sucker Punch, because 4 times now we lost to the Sucker Punch Mind Games, defeating Skuntank in the end for the Wagon to win. Or the Wagon. Also, you mentioned the fact that he had Aftermath in the back. How unfortunate.
Yeah.
He could have used that to kill the King Gambit very sooner.
Yeah, if he had that in sooner, he wouldn't have had to sack his entire team.
And lose to the Sucker Punch Mind Games. Then, game 3, we saw Hydrapple beat the Hawlucha on turn 4, going all out with the Fickle Beam, defeating the Haxorus via the same strat as Shiftry then defeated Dragonite on turn 11 with the knockoff, and Sceptile, after tanking its Focus Blast and then Palafin came back, 0 to hero form, dodging the Leaf Storm on turn 13 to kill the Shiftry. Tried to bulk up against the Azumarill, but Azumarill's huge power was doing but ton of damage. It tried to go all out.
Zastra probably shouldn't have used Wave Crash at any point.
Turn 18? Yes. because Azumarill was going to tank. He should have tanked at least one more, I think. Set up at least one more bulk up.
Let's see. Yeah, maybe.
I would think.
No, I think he lost either way, even if he bulked up again.
Because Azumarill's huge power was just doing that much damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was lost. Zastra forfeited shortly after Revavroom was sent out. So, yeah. How unfortunate. How unfortunate it is to be Zastra in that one.
How unfortunate it is to be a Corviknight in Rans.
They've never won
Rans.
Rand. Yeah, they've never won a set in Rands. Yeah?
Never.
How unfortunate. Same 6. PTK Moe-Kun defeated the 8-Truck. And once again,
Told ya.
Tokyo 2004 really shattered me. And so did PTK, because good God, this man is creative.
Nico, I think you have to understand something. PTK has not lost since he battled TPP.
That was his only loss?
I'm pretty sure that was his only loss.
Because he went ham shortly after.
Let's see, his record is...
He went 5-1 after losing to TPP.
This guy has something to prove.
Yeah, he won versus TPP. He lost versus TPP, and then
won against everyone else.
Won versus everyone else. Yes.
Wow, really proving yourself there, PGK. So we saw Houndstone trick Dash Bun's item on turn 7. Cresselia subbing to set up the calm mine.
Maybe you should have ran Z Crystal on Dash Bun too.
Oh, you think?
Because even though we were real wary of Trick, we still got screwed over by Trick.
Okay, so after it got roared out, Houndstone killed the Dash Bun on turn 15, as Houndstone then used Ghostium Z to beat Aromatisse on turn 20, as Registeel then set up before being roared out on turn 35. Then we saw Houndstone miss the Poltergeist, dying afterward, as Houndstone killed Registeel and Kyurem, crit killing the Aromatisse on turn 44, as Cresselia set up against the Registeel and killed on turn 58, dying to Houndstone and winning for PTK the game. Any thoughts?
Not really. Oh.
Good win for...
Just that PTK was smart, using Trick for Houndstone.
Yeah. That's... So, whenever Houndstone gets rolled, always remember it could always trick.
Yeah, 8-Truck was very wary of Trick, but maybe he should have ran it a bit.
Okay, fair enough.
On something.
Next is Mystery OU, and this one's a short one because Wesley beat Avarice. And he told me to fix my tour. Bro, this ain't even my tour.
He's not up to date.
Yes, he isn't. So, we got Cinderace.
Behind.
So, Cinderace crit the Garganackle trying to U-turn. Pivoting the Hoopa. Okoing Hatron with the Focus Blast. Wesley won 5 turns. Or 2 turns, actually.
2, bro.
2 turns. What was I thinking? Yeah. So, Corvus Squire Cultists are out of TPP as well. Good effort, good effort. Then, we move on to the Stupid Town Snoms. defeating the Slugmas, knocking them out of TPP. Snum's doing their best to rise up the ranks and maybe finish first. Who knows? First up, we have PokeBH TTT Tech defeating Richard Millie Plain.
In a really boring game.
It was it had a lot of stall. First off, Chansey missed Stoneaxe before getting Salt Cured. Gliscor poisoned the Ho-Oh on turn 11, but missed Will-O-Wisp against Steelix Mega, while Ho-Oh poisoned the Kyogre. And then after getting crit by Thunder Cage on turn 21, poisoned the Arceus Electric, while Arceus OHKO'd the Gliscor on turn 27, Steelix Salt Curing Chansey. Then, pretty much nothing happened for 50 turns. It was kinda boring. It was a lot of pivoting, a lot of switching, nothing really much happens. Turn 85 though was the big momentous thing where we finally made progress and Arceus beat Kyogre before Arceus Electric froze Steelix on turn 91. While Arceus trapped Arceus Electric and stalled it out until it died on turn 106, Richard forfeiting shortly after. Any thoughts?
Just wondering why Richard stayed in on the Arc Electric with Gliscor and just kind of let it die like that.
We don't know. Maybe he was trying to play mind games. Who the hell knows?
I don't think so, because why?
We don't know.
What turn was that, by the way?
What? What turn? Oh, the OHKO on Gliscor? Turn 27.
I guess Ice Beam was only just revealed then, but like, it's an Arc Electric. It's not gonna only run an electric move. It's gonna have one coverage move. They usually run Ice Beam.
Which is for Gliscor. Or just, things that are weak.
Ground types in general. I mean, Tinglu's prominent.
Yeah, well, Gliscor's the more prominent one because it's Gliscor. So yeah, well done, TTT Tech. Next up, we have Kamove Chaos. Yes, Akira beat Hisui region. Surprise?
Not really.
These are two goats. Which is their forte, and their forte is Kamove.
Akira played like crazy well here.
He played crazy.
He was doing some real genius stuff in this game.
So first off, we saw Toxapex setting the rocks, while Zeraora core changed, while Colossal survived Gardevoir's attack to kill it on turn 15.
Yeah, okay, 15. I just wasn't totally sure if you said 15 or 50.
15, don't worry. Lycanroc beat the Reuniclus on turn 22, as Chansey paralyzed Alomomola. Widow died, and then Roaring Moon killed it in return, while Thundurus stalled out Alomomola before THR forfeited because he was stalling out Alomomola. Any thoughts?
You didn't mention another awesome play Akira did.
What?
Using Secret Sword on the Toxapex while Zeraora was almost dead.
The making sure that the thing died to Life Orb.
No. It was dying so the Toxapex couldn't spin. While also getting damage done.
You're right. It was
more progressive of sacking.
He was cracked. Akira was actually cracked with this one.
Yeah, and Hisui region was a joke.
Wow. See you in
No,
playoffs.
literally. Look at the names of our team.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Kira, why did the baby piano end the world to get to the other side?
Is that a reference?
I have no idea.
Is that a reference to something? Let us know in the comments.
I don't know.
Let us know in the
I
comments.
don't know what the baby. I don't know why the baby piano ended the world. Why is there a baby piano? Why can pianos reproduce?
How can pianos reproduce? That's a story for another time. But we're not focusing on how baby piano sex works. We instead talking about this one.
No. The baby pianos aren't having the sex.
All right. First up, we have Stab and Mega. Rafna defeat Jungler. Ah, yes.
In a game closer than I thought it would be.
Ah, yes. This one. So, we saw Toxapex poison Primarina, while Zapdos confused Petulant, who stalled out until Ogerpon killed Primarina on turn 29, while Arcanine and Sui missed the Stone Axe to be poisoned by Toxapex, while dying to it, while Garchomp beat Tornadus on turn 38 before being poisoned to Toxapex, and Okoing Volcarona before dying to poison. Chien-Pao then beat Ogerpon on turn 45, while Petulant poisoned Chien-Pao on turn 51, dying to poison before Jungler forfeited. Take a shot for every time I said poison, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Jungler may have had a chance if the Chien-Pao didn't get poisoned.
he could have. He could have.
Well, I guess he would have still had a little difficulty dealing with that Dragonite.
I guess, yeah. So that was bad. Well done, Ruff now. Continuing that streak. Next up, we have National Dex DOU. Uta the Clown defeats Sir Volt Mike. What?
I don't know. And he did quite cleanly, too.
Well, so Togekiss Dynamax, bringing Pheromosa.
And you know, the funny thing is, Mikoy, Aragon used both of these teams at one point.
Hilarious. So, Togekiss Dynamax, bringing Pheromosa down the Sash, while Landorus Dynamax to kill Neolego, as Urshifu killed the Glastrier, as Togekiss crit Oko the Mega Salamence on turn 4. As we saw the crit Okoing with Dazzling Gleam, killing Landorus before dying to Tapu Fini, who killed Urshifu. Then Rillaboom defeated Tapu Fini. Marshadow died shortly after, while the Incineroar finishing off the Pheromosa in the end for Uta to win. Any thoughts?
I feel like that Glastrier should have been preserved.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, Uta's team is. If Sir Volmite could have gotten off the speed swap with Pheromosa and Glastrier, I think this could have very much gone his way.
Yep. Oh, that makes sense. Alright. Moving on now to National Dex Ubers. Fiend beating Remnonk. Knew Fiend was gonna win at least one of these at some point.
It wouldn't be his first win.
I know, but you know, he was able to prove dominance at least here. So, first off, we saw Ground Arcus Fairy crit Oko Zacian as Xerneas Geomancied before dying to Groudon on turn 5. How unfortunate that was for the hidden power thingy to not ultimately kill Groudon. But it also died to Life Orb, so lol. So, Cramorant paralyzed the Rayquaza before it healed off with Lomberry, whereas Rayquaza then killed Cramorant on turn 11. Then, we saw Yveltal beat Rayquaza, Arceus poisoned Arceus, who Swords Danced, and Z refreshed, ultimately pulling it out of the clutch.
Once again, because FC did that in his game in week 6, I think. Or it was a previous week.
It was a previous week we saw that, but it worked again because it managed to E-Speed kill it and kill the rest in the end for Fiend to win. Any other thoughts?
Z Refresh E-Speed Arc is low-key goated.
It's one of the most underrated sets in National Dex Supers, but it works every time.
Well, it has worked every time so far.
It works every time. You can heal off paralysis from Cramorant or poison from everything else. It has multiple uses.
And Z Refresh, as we've seen, just heals it to full.
Yep. Moving on now to the shared powered runs. JJ losing to Michaelis.
If I remember right, JJ got unlucky in Game 3, didn't he?
He kinda got gypped. So, first off, we saw the Porygon Z crit Oko the Medicham as Espeon was sacked to Camerupt to allow Golurk to Oko Glamora, while Entei killed Flapple on turn 6. As Flareon then survived a Sacred Fire to Trailblaze and kill it with Facade as Golurk killed Wigglytuff on turn 11. Roaring Moon got set up and Oko the Terragrass Camerupt and Veluza in the end for Michaelis to win. Any thoughts?
This game was basically who has more broken mons.
And it ended up being
whose matchup, whose side is more broken? Because on one side we got Solid Rock and Huge Power and let's see.
Guts.
No, that wasn't the same side as Huge Power.
Oh, we got Toxic to Breathe. There was Mold Breaker or Sharpness. Probably Sharpness.
Yeah, because Mold Breaker would tell you if it's Mold Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And on Michaelis' side, we had Download, Hustle, No Guard,
Guts. And Protosynthesis.
Guts, Hustle, man!
Guts, Hustle. Ow. Hurt.
And it can't miss.
Ow. One of the few attack boosting abilities.
And Download, of course, which is excellent if the opposing mon is low physical defense.
Yep. So broken mons all the time, and Michaelis won the Broken Wars there. So game 2. We saw Girder crit the Scream Tail and removed its item on turn 5. As it died to Zoroark Hisui, while Weirdeer killed Volcanion on turn 18 before dying to Golem. Girder killed Revavroom and activated Golem's weakness policy on turn 25, who exploded to kill Thundurus. Then, we saw Vigoroth paralyze the Girder on turn 35, leaving Espeon to kill it before Volcarona set up Quiver Dance and Terra Fired against the Terra Fairy Espeon, killing it to win JJ this game. Any thoughts?
Sure. That's my only thought.
Game 3. We saw Meloetta put Overquill to sleep as Minior then Shell smashed. However, Claude Sire managed to tank its attacks thanks to, I think, Unaware, if I was right.
Probably.
Before sacking Overquill on turn 10 as Salamence killed Minior before dying to Zamazenta. While Reshiram dodged its Stone Edge on turn 13 to set up D-Dance, killing it with Flare Blitz. Dodging the Terra Steel Kyogre's Origin Pulse on turn 15 to kill it.
That was huge. That was insanely bad for JJ.
And killed the Oricorio before JJ forfeited. Yeah, insanely unlucky for JJ.
He had an 85% chance to not lose right then and there.
And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So, how unfortunate.
And I say not lose because I can't guarantee he would have won. He just wouldn't have lost right then and there.
It wouldn't have lost as quickly. Alright. So that was Rand's. Next up we have same 6. Esteban versus Crying. And this one wasn't a shocker because Esteban won. I tell you guys, Crying is mid in same 6. First off, we saw Miss Magius used Ferium Z on Stoutland, who rested, as Stoutland killed the Delibird on turn 6 before dying to Minxiao, as Miss Magius killed Typhlosion Hisui before dying to Stoutland on turn 11.
Delibird died to what, huh?
Died to Minxiao. Sorry, Stoutland did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a very dog-like Minxiao.
Stoutland killed Delibird, then Minxiao killed Stoutland, okay? Miss Magius killed the Typhlosion Hisui before dying to Stoutland on turn 11, who crit killed Minxiao before dying to Typhlosion Hisui. Then Shiftry used Tailwind to beat the Typhlosion Hisui and the Delibird for Esteban to win. Any other thoughts?
Only that turn 12 might have been major.
Turn 12 did?
Yeah.
Why is that?
And Stoutland survived the Trailblaze and then crit killed Minxiao.
Ah, yes. It was pretty major. I think Stoutland was gonna be ready to do some sweeps. Or no, Minxiao. Sorry, Minxiao was going to be ready to do some sweeps had it died, but unfortunately it died in return. Wonder what that full Minxiao set was.
We don't know. Also, something I wonder, Crying kinda through?
Really? Where?
Why did she switch?
Why did you switch what?
Why did she switch, Delibird out on the turn Shiftry Tailwinded?
I don't know. Honestly, maybe she was gonna try to get in some good positioning, but I don't know.
And did she not have like Ice Shard or something?
Guess not. Guess not.
Just weird. I feel like if you're gonna run an offensive hustle set with Delibird, you should probably have Ice Shard in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's for safe killing, and you know, the game would have been in your favor. Well, at least mildly in your favor, Had Shiftry been...
Or if she did switch, she might have just killed Shiftry right then and there.
You're right.
But I'm gonna guess Esteban might have been Sash.
Shiftry?
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things it's vulnerable to here, so...
I would think so, yeah. Alright. And then Clem versus Batty and Mystery OU just didn't happen because...
That's damn.
Yeah, actually... And we end things off. Absolute posters tying the Limasawa Street Litwicks, the top two teams of TPP 7, and they've both tied. So we really don't know who is the strongest team because they both are.
Why can't you just say it's us, because we're first seed and they're not?
Wow. You're going up against the absolute posters and you can only muster a tie. Alright, first off.
Well, they tied just as many times as we did.
Yeah, you're right. And the weeks that don't matter too. So, first off, we got PokeBH Kinetic defeating the L Taker, making him take another L.
In PokeBH.
Yes, in PokeBH, which he wanted to play. I get it, but still. So we start off with Arceus Electric, setting up the Take Heart, defeating the Celesteela on turn 9 with the hard switch to the Thunder Cage, as Chansey died, Chansey died before taken out by Blacephalon, as Mega Salamence then defeated Groudon on turn 20. And then the bullshit happened where Blacephalon missed the blue flare on turn 22, allowing Dondozo to kill it with a flip turn under Sun, while Mega Hound...
Blacephalon's not tanky at all, okay?
While Mega Houndoom defeated the Tinglu on turn 25 with the Chloroblast, before Mega Salamence finished off the rest with Ace Spade for Kinetic to win.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think the miss mattered because, Salamence was still alive and still had E-Speed.
You would have just as easily died, yes.
I think Taker's biggest mistake here was letting Fluttermane get damaged by E-Speed.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it took an E-Speed. It would have taken an E-Speed had it not gotten damaged. Although, in theory, Kinetic probably had E-Speed on his Altaria too.
Maybe
it didn't matter.
Which would make a whole lot of sense.
Two strong E-Speeders into Sun. Yeah, it's not a great combo.
It's not very good indeed, in which L Taker ultimately lost because Mega Salamence was pretty brutal. Alright. Next up, we got Kamove Chaos. Banu defeating Dragon Phoenix. Mans went crazy trying to build for Kamove Chaos, and he had help, as noted by his win post. So, we start off with Heatran paralyzing Hydrapple as early as turn 3, where Alamamola then paralyzed the Chansey on turn 8, as Archaludon then missed Steam Eruption on turn 14, allowing Chansey to then, well, indirectly allowing Chansey to then survive Tapu Bulu's attack on turn 22, surviving that Woodhammer very, very nicely to let it die to the recoil damage. While...
That was so funny.
Why was that so funny, huh?
Because the Tapu Bulu just... It hit the Chansey like the Bulu was over half health. It hits the Chansey and then it just dies.
Do you know how much HP that took to just do damage to that Chansey?
Oh, I know. I'm aware. It's just... Sheesh. It's not like Tapu Bulu has a low base HP.
No, but Chansey definitely had the winner there in terms of HP. That's not all, because the Mega Caesar then defeated the Tornadoes with Dragon Darts. Then we saw the Regirock beat the Heatran, while Latios defeated the Archaludon on turn 31 with the Freeze Dry, while Mega Scizor beat Alamamola as Cresselia paralyzed it and used Z Parting Shot to pivot. Okay. Allowing...
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's okay. And then it allowed Mega Caesar to beat the Regirock on turn 39, as Hydrapple was then full parade on turn 43 to die to it. Banu was in a bit of a bind there, killing Chansey on turn 52 before Dragon ultimately forfeited.
Something I don't get.
Go on.
Why did Panu switch into Hydrapple after the Caesar killed his Regirock?
You tell me, that's your player.
Like, he had Latios and it has Freeze Dry.
Well, I don't know. What was this play like, I wonder?
And Caesar doesn't have Aqua Jet, so even though it's a fire type Latios, it has nothing to be afraid of from the Caesar if it gets in safely on it.
So what attack would he have done? Probably Freeze Dry?
Exactly. I literally just said that.
Okay. Well, he could have gotten it in good positioning, all things considered. But, yeah.
Yeah, like, I think with just Latios, he could have won this a lot sooner.
He just needed to get the good positioning right, Pokeyard. So,
but he did have the right positioning.
He just didn't want to go for it.
Yeah, I'm literally saying he played that questionably by not going for Latios on turn 39.
Ah, well. All in the mind of your player. Alright. Next up...
All in the mind of the player who never played a serious game of Camo until this game.
This was a serious game. This was a serious this was a serious time. This is Danny's first serious Camo game. This one, the one that doesn't matter, is the one that ultimately was a serious moment. It's like, I gotta lock in, I gotta play Camo well.
No, I just mean he's practically never played the tier, so this is like the first time he actively played it in a way that actively engages with, the meta and stuff, and like actually playing it properly.
I gotta learn this meta on a week that doesn't matter.
This is his first proper Camo game.
Watch him be a Camo goat in the next iterations, okay? Not TPP specifically, but you get what I mean.
I don't know if Panu would. I'm not sure. Would Panu do other iterations of
We'll see.
stuff that isn't TPP?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they come up with, but yeah, whatever. Next up, we got Stab and Mega, and I told you mofos, even you Pokehard, that Don Vasquez was gonna beat Ice Master. And lo and behold, guess what happened?
On a Wednesday.
My dudes, told you. You should have Don Vasquez play more on Wednesdays, my dudes. He will win.
That's not a lot of prep time, though.
Oh, you have the rest of the week. You have the rest of the week.
What are you talking about? You're saying he should play on Wednesday, and now you're saying he has the rest of the week? No, I don't think he has the rest of the week if he plays on a Wednesday.
He has the rest of the week after Wednesday to prep for the next one. Alright?
No.
Train your player. Alright, he beat Ice Master. So, first we see Deoxys set screens. Then, Healing Wished to allow Thundurus to set up Nasty Plot and Oko Ice's own Thundurus on turn 8. 5.
Which didn't evolve.
It wasn't a crit. I didn't...
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying that wasn't a crit. Which, yeah, it wasn't a crit.
What? I didn't say anything related to critical hits.
What did you say?
I said it didn't Mega Evolve.
It did not. It did not. But
how did you hear?
I don't know. I don't know.
Critical hit.
No, maybe I just misheard things. Anyway, Thundurus went ahead and swept everything, including a crit Oko on Dragonite on the actual turn 8. And then just swept everything else. Dawn won. He just needed Thunderclap.
With a total of... Let's see.
He just needed Thunderclap, he just needed Aeroblast, and he just needed Electro Drift. That's it.
A total of only Mega Evolved.
2 of his Mons only Mega Evolved. None of the rest even bothered because Thundurus was just going to kill.
For some of those, it was more beneficial to not Mega Evolve, but for some of them, not really.
Not really. Thundurus just kind of deals with everything, okay? Next up we have National Dex DOU. Kokyo defeating Jeffica in the last game. And yeah, the team is interesting on Jeffica's side.
Yeah. Yes, because it is kind of an unserious team. As Jeffica put it, it is the LARP Darkrai team.
The LARP Darkrai, which ultimately didn't pan out well for him. So, Salamence Mega, then Blastoise Gigantamax, forcing Darkrai to Dynamax as Clefairy died while Darkrai defeated the Blastoise before Kangaskhan Mega and Urshifu killed Darkrai, killing Kartana on turn 4, and as Neolego died to Breaking Swipe before Jeffica ultimately forfeited. Any other thoughts?
I don't know.
It's only 5 turns, Pokemon. You should have thoughts.
Well, just that I kind of wish, it probably didn't matter.
What didn't matter?
I'm gonna guess Akaru was probably double targeting Darkrai on turn 3.
You think so? I mean, it was Dynamax.
Yeah, but also because there was a fake out Mon on the field. One of Akaru's Mons was inevitably gonna get fake outed. And so he probably just double targeted Darkrai.
Well, it makes sense in the grand scheme, because you know you don't want that Darkrai to go ham on you. Well, you do double resist with Urshifu, but still.
Well, it can't go ham on him because Tailwind is up. You outspeed the Darkrai.
Yeah. And that's one of the many factors of which Akaru won. Alright, next up we have National Dex Ubers. FC defeating Intros follow. With some interesting stuff, mind you.
Look, man, we were bullshitting this week.
It was definitely felt. Deoxys.
Yeah, the team intro brought low-key wasn't great.
It was bullshit. So, Deoxys.
Also, did he not have any other move on that Blastoise other than Hydro Pump? Why did he keep using... Oh, sorry, you should review it first before I complain about that.
You're really going far ahead. So, Deoxys used Skill Swap on Cramorant. Getting to set screens before dying to Diancie, who subbed against Mega Blastoise Shell Smash attacks and tried to use Hydro Pump before it endeavored on turn 10 as to kill it. As normal Arceus Dark was killed by...
Endeavored on turn 10 to kill it?
Well, no, it just endeavored, then killed it with the Moonblast after it missed the
Are you
Hydro
forgetting?
Pump.
Yeah, you didn't mention how Hydro Pump missed. But here's what I'm wondering. Why did he Hydro Pump that turn? It's on 1 HP!
Why did he just use Hydro Pump in general? Is what you should be asking. It missed twice, one on turn 7 and one on turn...
Yeah, come
11.
on, man. I'm just now looking and seeing that your other moves were kind of sucky versus this thing, but like, surely Dark Pulse broke sub.
Dark Pulse? Yeah, maybe.
Mikoy, this is 2x special attack. This is a ×2 special attack. Mega Blastoise with Mega Launcher, Dark Pulse, versus a frail ass Mega Diancie
with sub, who is subbed.
Yeah, that's gonna break sub.
Well, maybe it just wasn't chancing it. Maybe.
It's one thing to use Hydro Pump over and over when sub is up. Why are you still using it when it has 1 HP?
Maybe he just wanted to be fancy and catch something. I don't know.
No, there's nothing to catch except maybe Blaziken or something. Blaziken's not gonna switch it on you.
If it did, it would be a real 5-head play. I predict your Hydro Pump miss, so I set up my Blaziken.
Why did he not just Dark Pulse the thing?
It also ran out of subs, so yeah.
Much, because, like, the Blastoise just would have died anyway, because, like, there's a Cramorant.
There's also E-Speed potential with Arceus, but you didn't know that yet, so, yeah. So, yeah, we saw the normal Arc Dark died to Blaziken, who set up before dying to Necrozma. Tried to use Swords Dance on an attacking Necrozma, huh? Okay.
Well, I mean, a lot of them the crossbows are, defensive and run like earthquake and stuff.
But it was going to attack. Okay. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe it was expecting like Dragon Dance or something. So then we saw Groudon beat Necrozma with Eruption, dodging Groudon's Precipice Blades to kill it on turn 17. Yep, that says a lot. That size says a lot, Pokeyard. Then Mega
Can we
DN.
talk about how FC was using a Scarf Eruption Groudon?
It was. Missed though by the Precipice Blades on turn 16. Then Mega Diancie all-coated with Meteor Beam before dying to Arceus' E-Speed for the win for FC. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
FC won. Alright, next up we have Rans. Los Konoshuto defeats the Irpachuza. At least he took him to 3.
Yeah, we just kind of got unlucky matchup-wise in Game 3, I think. I think Game 3 was unwinnable.
So starting off, we have Game 1 where we saw the Snorlax, who paralyzed the Sorbo Galar on turn 8, who killed it, before Porygon Z crit O-code the Grimmsnarl at turn 12, and then turn 13, tried to attack the Oranguru. Turn 15, we saw the Slowbro full parade before dying to the Porygon. Volcarona then set up but missed Fire Blast on turn 20 against the Masquerain, but then killed it the very next turn, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Monkey Dory then poisoned Volcarona, who missed Fire Blast against Emboar, who died before dying eventually to the poison. As Latios killed Monkey Dory and set up to beat Oranguru on turn 31 before killing Emboar and winning Losco the game. Any other thoughts?
Not really, just that Europa fought this one well.
Game 2, where Irpa managed to get a win. First off, we have Medicham killing the Overquill, as Blastoise then Shell Smashed and Terragrassed to beat Gastrodon on turn 5, as the Hoopa killed Medicham and Cleavor killed the Flygon and Blastoise, while Hoopa killed Lunala on turn 12, dying to Cleavor before Losco forfeited. And your thoughts?
He who has pure power wins it.
Which is a trend I'm seeing a lot with these Rans. The one who has pure power usually wins. I say usually because we've seen instances of it losing. So we saw Game 3. We saw Slowking Galar miss the Thunder Wave on Ho-Oh on turn 5, which was already unfortunate enough, before Piloswine killed it on turn 12. What the hell was that Piloswine running to have killed Ho-Oh? Adaptability, maybe? A pure power, I guess, because Medicham was brought.
Well, no, Miko, it was pure power.
It was just pure power.
Yes. Yeah, he who has pure power wins it.
And
Oh, let us not forget adaptability too.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, adaptability and pure power made Pylus One kill the Ho-Oh. But then things got bullshit because Dragalge ended up crit killing the Titan with the Draco Meteor, as Slowking survived Magmortar's attacks to paralyze Inteleon, while Heracross, terrafighting to Oko, said Magmortar on turn 23 and killed Inteleon in the end for Ilosco to win Sco. Any other thoughts?
For a guy who has the first 3 letters of loss in his name, he sure does win a lot.
That's why he's Winsco no Shoto. Speaking of win...
Yeah, and win he's been doing.
Yes, which is the irony of it all. Next up we have... Same.
In fact, I think he might have the best random.
Does he have the best Rans record? May want to double check.
He's 6'1".
He's 6'1". Ah, fuck. Well, he definitely does then.
He has one of the best records in the tour right now.
Good God. Stop this man. Alright. Now we move on to same 6. Queso versus TPP. And you were worried. Were you worried?
Huh? Was I?
Were you worried?
Was I? I don't recall being worried.
Well, it's Queso, so he may be washed. So, we start off with Hitmontop poisoning the Hitmontop, who poisoned Regidrago in return, which sacked Barbaracle on turn 4 with an EQ, huh?
That was not meant to be a sack.
Was Regidrago...
Why do you say...
Well, I guess it would give Regidrago an out to just safely set screens.
What are you talking about?
Why did he switch into the Earthquaking Regidrago with Barbaracle?
That shit doesn't kill normally.
Well, surprise, surprise. It does.
And TPP Scarf Barbaracle.
So he needed a sack, and it's this one.
No! I literally just said that shit doesn't kill normally, so it wasn't an intended sack, you dopus.
Well, surprise, surprise. It actually was. So, then we saw
because that's a banded Regidrago.
So we saw the Regidrago, TPPs at least, set screens before exploding on turn 9, killing the Comfey, I think.
Dang, you didn't mention it having Earth power for the conveniently ironed events in Cobalion.
Well, it didn't do much against the Comfey. Also,
yeah, but brought down the Cobalion to like half.
What a weird set. The screens Regidrago with Earth power just for Cobalion and then exploding.
Well, yeah, that's because saying screens is its only purpose.
So Cobalion ended up subbing up and killed the Comfey and the Regidrago. Cobalion...
You should mention what it killed the Comfey with.
Heavy Slam.
Yeah.
And then Body Press killed the Regidrago before Body Press killed the Cobalion. Broke its up though, as we saw the Cyclizar killed the Cyclizar on turn 17. With a double edge of all things.
Oh yeah, look at that. It just annihilated it. Look at that.
After...
Also, I think Queso was using a spec Cyclizar?
I mean, it's got overheat and it's got, presumably Draco. Presumably as well, Hyper Voice.
You cut out for a second there. Damage to TPP Cyclizar.
Guessing it was Draco Meteor, Hyper Voice, and Overheat.
I also just noticed that that Queso also brought a Scarf Barbarical like TPP did.
Hilarious. So after Hitmontop died, we saw Barbarical tricking the Cobalion with Switcheroo Choice Scarf, killing it with Body Press. However, it was in a good position to just sweep with Body Press anyway, so TPP still won. Any other thoughts?
The fact that regardless of what happened with our Cobalion, even if it died to overheat earlier, Comfey just won.
Comfey just won indeed.
Yeah, that it was Giga Drain, bro.
Not draining Kiss.
Who's to say it can't be both? What do you mean?
Okay, so...
It was both.
Okay, so... Alright, and the final game was Chico's defeating Trichotomy in Mystery OU.
Funny you say final game when this was the second game of the week.
It was the second game of the week. The final game we're covering, at least, is Chico.
It happened literally about an hour after Dawn's, I think. And Dawn's was the first game of the week.
Damn. So, then this was, I think, the longest one as well out of the Mystery OUs in this week 7. Because we saw Rillaboom Terragrast. We got nearly killing the Deoxys before getting paralyzed. And then Barbarical.
Probably.
Garganackle ended up pulling off the block strat and blocked Toxapex, trapping it with Salt Cure, Trichotomy forfeiting shortly after.
Yep.
Blocks.
Double trapping plus banded Rillaboom. Chico's thought this through quite well.
Blocks Apex. It blocks
No.
No.
Blockianical.
No, it blocks Apex. Get it?
Yes, Mikoy, I get it.
So, that was the end of week 7. We have now our 4 teams that made it to the series semifinals. Oh, who one predicts?
The winner of predicts was... Oh, this was very close this week. Mikoy.
Yay.
With 20 out of 30.
Hell yeah, only got 10 things wrong. 66%. Let's go.
Whereas for me, I got 14 out of 22.
Not bad, not bad.
I was just barely under you in terms of score because you did... I did better on, all the other matches that weren't our own, but you did really well in predicting how our series would go.
I think I actually got 7 out of 8 right.
Yes, that's what saved you.
Yeah.
That's what allowed you to beat me. You wouldn't have beaten me otherwise.
I know your series too well. And then Pick, we don't care about Pick.
The Pick did well this week.
Surprisingly enough.
With 19 out of 30.
63.3%, just below you.
Just below you, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, only 1 point. Yeah, but only 1 point. Alright, well, let's now predict the series semifinals.
Okay.
Let's check out the Mystery OU this week. It's usually useless items. The only items you can use are items that fall under the usually useless items or useless items. So no popular items, OU.
So we can only use UU items.
UU items. Like Wakanda Berry or something.
That's not, I don't think that's what it's called.
Walk-on. It's walk-on. You can
Yeah.
use terrain extender, I guess. Actually, I don't even think that's
But
useless.
that would mean using something with terrain and right. Rillaboom.
Only Rillaboom. Only Rillaboom. Well, you know. Alright, well.
Is terrain extender even labeled as usually useless?
I don't even know that, actually. You check. Pokeball! What about bring something with Pokeball? Alright, let's predict them semifinals, shall we?
Yes.
First off, we have the Limasawa Street Litwick. Only one of you. Not Litwicks. Litwick.
What? Why is it only one?
It's only one Litwick against the Grovile Gang.
This is unfair.
You forgot your S, boys. It's not Lit.
I didn't.
You forgot your S. It's only one Litwick fighting the Grovile Gang this time.
Also, if it really is just one Litwick, then that Litwick would be gigantic.
It would be
It would be
Gigantamax.
the one in our logo, and the one in our logo is, in actual scale, gigantic. Because you can see lots of little people around, and those are, like, supposed to be humans, and, like, so if they're that small, and not to mention there's houses in it, and it makes the houses look tiny. Like, that Litwick is gargantuan. It's far bigger than any gang of Groviles could hope to be.
It's Gigantamax Litwick. It consumed the sun. Alright, first off we have PokeBH. Banu versus Brain. What a match. Already.
Hasn't lost yet versus the goat.
Ooh. Are you calling Brain a goat?
No, Panu's the goat.
Oh man. I thought our redemption arc was complete. Okay. Well, okay. These two are goats though. These two are two of the best.
Changed up on Brain.
Huh?
You changed up on Brain. You're calling him a goat now.
Yeah, Brain. Well, in this tier, yes, he is the GOAT. Other tiers, he may be mid, but here in PokeBH, he's the GOAT. He's one of the two who has the best record, I think, along with Panu.
I'm pretty sure BH record.
They have the same BH record. Let's check. You check.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh. Well, what are their records? 4-2 in Pokeball. And what is Brain's record?
5-0.
Oh, this is gonna be a big boy, ladies and gentlemen. Already, we're starting off with a banger. However, comparing these two skill-wise, why not? I'm gonna go with Panu.
Good.
For, consistency and just how much these two have played, I think Panu's a bit better in terms of skill, but I won't be surprised if Brain wins. Does the pick agree with me?
Brain better not win.
Does the pick agree with me?
No, it doesn't.
It has Brain. Next.
No, I don't think it. I think it has brain damage.
Alright, Cam of Chaos. We got the L Taker versus Banded Body Press. Well. These two have won a lot, these two have lost a lot. Probably more.
This is true.
Probably.
But you do know who lost more, right?
Yeah, Banded Body Press did lose more. These two players have lost a lot, but Banded Body Press is definitely like the worst, looks off the worst of the two. So, I think I'm gonna go with the L Taker. He better not take the L this time, but I think Banded Body Press might lock in.
Oh, he better not.
He's gonna lock in though. Now that I've said that, he's gonna lock the fuck in.
Oh, I'm sure he was planning on locking the frick in already, cause it's crunch time. It's go big or go home.
Yes. So L Taker better lock the fuck in. Also, Banded Body Press better lock the fuck in. So both of you better take this seriously.
No, I'm okay if Banded Body Press doesn't.
That's on you. So I'm gonna go with L Taker. What does Pick say?
The pick says Banded Body Press.
Alright. It is close. Stabbing Mega. We see Don Vasquez versus Derpy Boy. Genuinely. Was this a rematch?
Yes, it is.
And who won last time?
Derpy Boy.
Well, lightning strike twice. But I think Don is sufficiently improved enough.
Yeah, let's be real. In week 1, Don was just kind of dusting himself off a little.
But will it be enough to beat Derpy Boy? Does he have...
I mean, he lost when he was dusting himself off, which means he's better now. And even back then, it was a close game. He only lost to some misplays.
I think it'll be close as well for this game, and I think Don Vasquez will win.
I think, let me see what Derpy Boy's record is.
Not bad. Certainly take a lot more losses, but 3-4 is definitely
Don is 4-3.
Oh, he's... Yeah, Don Vasquez. Blind Litwick support, he might win here. Does Pick agree?
Yes.
Finally. Aragon versus Louison in National Dex DOU. Well.
Once again, another rematch.
And who won the last one?
Well, first it was Louison and then it was Aragon.
So it's the rubber match. So we have now the rubber match.
Well, hardly, because if you remember, the reason they had to even battle twice was because Louison brought a banned item.
Yes, and now he knows not to bring that item. Although I think Aragon looked the stronger of the two in the past 7 weeks, so I think I'm gonna go with Aragon here.
Thank you.
Alright.
Because it is not wise to underestimate Aragon, the GOAT.
Yes, the tier leader himself. Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
Pick agrees. Alright, next up we have Ubers. Entros Follow versus Latiasite.
No, we don't.
Aw, no we don't.
No, we don't.
They might get double subbed. I received...
They're probably gonna get double subbed. Because both of them have pretty limited availability.
Oh, piss. So...
Entro can only play on Sunday, and Lodiasite can only play before Friday.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
And, that's his Friday, mind you. And he's plus 10.
Oof.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
Scheduling nightmares are oof. So, what are we gonna do here?
I don't know.
Who do I well, normally, if it was just these two playing, I would say Latiasite wins.
Okay.
If it's just those two, we'll change predict as we go, as the double sub. If the double sub does happen, then we'll change predict as we go. Does Pick agree?
The pick. No, I didn't do the pick for that because that's not the matchup.
That's not the matchup. Okay, fine. We'll leave it at blank for now. Next up, we have shared powered brands. It's Rice Man Numbers versus Seru. Seru coming back against Rice Man Numbers, who's honestly been okay.
What do you mean okay? He's 3-1.
Is he really 3-1? But who did he beat?
Michaelis?
Wasn't that luck? Wasn't that...
I'll beg you to watch your tongue.
Wasn't that just stupid amounts of luck on Rice Man's part?
No.
Huh? Okay. Well,
Rewatch the matches or something.
Okay. Who did he beat other than Michaelis?
I need a moment to remember. He beat Lechen, and he beat Michaelis.
Honestly, not bad. Seru, though, who has he beat?
Michaelis.
Wow, these two beat Michaelis? Oh my god. Alright.
Yeah, that's actually the only one Seru has beaten. That's literally the only person Seru has beaten this tour.
God damn. Who do I want to go for? I mean, the records say Rice Man Numbers should be favored, but Seru can be an underdog here.
And I'm personally of the opinion that Rice Man Numbers is an underrated GOAT.
You think?
Yes.
Alright. Rice Man Numbers, I guess, for me. I guess.
Thank you.
The reluctancy of Rice Man of picking. So, who does Pick predict?
The pick says Seru.
Next up, the same six. PT Moekyun versus TPP, the rematch. TPP.
The rematch of all rematches, because this was the only person PTK lost to.
And he dominated after. Well, TPP's not done bad himself. I think he's just as good as PTK.
Yeah. TPP has only one loss too, and that was to Michael Derbest.
That's it. And they were dominated after. Let's take a look at that same six. Honestly, I think you got a real good one here.
I kind of like it too. Not gonna lie.
I like it. It's got Chandelure, who's just a beast here, but would get walled by Tentacruel, who then gets walled by Executor and Bolton. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. What do you mean walled?
I don't know. No, it's probably not wall. Palmot.
You think Executor and Bolton wall Tentacruel?
When there's a perfectly good wall. When there's a perfectly good wall in the Probo Pass.
I don't know. I think Tentacruel just walls itself.
Yeah, and then of course we got Palmot, who Revival Blessings. And, yeah. I don't know what Bolton's gonna do. Probably just do Strong Jaw. And just low kick the Probo Pass. Also, funny enough...
Does it get low kick?
I think it might have got low kick.
No, it don't.
No. Okay, only Palmot does. Never mind. And of course, there's Executor Alola, who's actually could be kind of goated here. It gets Harvest, so it can spam berries, and has Frisk, so you can know items on Mons. So, go wild. Go crazy. I like it. Anyway, about this matchup here. This is so hard. BTK has been absolutely dominating, and so has TPP. It all just comes down to
I'm
who.
pretty sure they have the same record.
You already said that. We
Yes.
already talked about it.
Yeah, except the only difference is that TPP's record is 5-1-1, where PTK's record is 5-1.
So for that, I honestly want a betting man here.
What?
I'm gonna go with PTK to win.
No! You're predicting against TPP!
In TPP, yes. I think PTK will get his revenge.
No!
Oh boy. He has learned though. He has learned. I think PTK, I underestimated PTK last time. So I think I better not underestimate him as he beats TPP.
You're choosing to do this versus the only opponent he actually lost against.
Yes, I think he'll win. Prove me wrong,
Okay,
TPP.
well, TPP's locked the frick in, man.
Oh, we'll see about that. Does Pick agree?
It does.
Ha! So we both say PTK will get revenge. Mystery OU.
We'll have to trounce him.
Mystery OU. We got Clean versus One Last Kiss. Normally, I would say One Last Kiss wins because he's the GOAT.
Yes, because you glaze him like crazy.
However, Clean's been kicking ass.
Clean's 5-0.
Clean has been kicking ass in Mystery OU. So I think this is a perfect indication.
OU is our best tier this year.
Yep.
Amazingly.
And I'm gonna go with Clean again. I think Clean Cuts will clean his way through a 6-0. Does Pick agree?
Clean's already cooking, and the pick agrees.
Oh, he should. He's got some good ideas here with that usually useless items. He could clean that. Alright. So there's your matchup. But who are you gonna face between the Absolute Absol posters and the Stupid Town Snobs? Personally, I think this might be the biggest challenge the Absolute Absol posters have met. If not the final. If they can scrape through, then they're gonna have the biggest challenge of their lives as they face probably you. So, here we go. PokeBH. We start with Kinetic versus TTT Tech. Who are you going with?
I'm going with TTT Tech.
I'm gonna go with TTT Tech as well. I think the experience has definitely carried him, and I think he can beat him.
Yep.
Kinetic's
like not bad as a player. It's just TTT Tech is
the experience.
Actually experienced in the tier.
He's experienced, and I think that will carry him to a good win. Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
There's Kamu of Chaos. We have the UC guy versus the Hisui region.
Legendary matchup.
This is the greatest.
Absolutely legendary. This is cinema.
Who will win? One tiny misspelled lad or the entire region?
The region versus the guy who wishes he was that region.
Who are you predicting?
The region.
I am also gonna go with the region. I think this is a great matchup. Why aren't people talking about this? This is a great matchup.
I don't know.
Alright, we both picked THR because we think he's better. Who does Pick say?
The Pick says the guy who wishes he was the region.
Alec believes. He believes one singular solitary dude can beat the entire region. Alright. From one legendary matchup to another, we got a Stab and Mega. Ice Master versus Rafna.
Ice Master.
Ice Master. is good. And so is Rafna. But I think Ice has got more experience here, so I think Ice Master.
Also, he just won last time, so...
Ice Master! Does Pig agree?
The pick disagrees.
It's gonna go for Rafna. Next up, we have National Dex DOU Akru Kokyo versus Michael Derbest.
Oh my god!
This is a world's matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This is a world championship matchup. This one's close. This one's really close. And I hope Michael is more... I hope Michael is more motivated now than he ever was, because Worlds is over, he can rest up, and now he can just play this wonky ass tier of Gen 8 National Dex DOU.
Oh, this is hard. This is too hard. Because one's Michael Derbest and the other's Akuru Kokeo, who's experienced on the tier.
Yeah, it's a hard match. So who are you going with?
Who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Michael.
Okay, I'll go with Michael too then.
Really? I thought you were gonna be all up in Akaru.
Oh, bro, predicting against Michael Derbest never works out.
Yeah, Michael to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick disagrees.
National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. We got FC versus Fiend.
FC.
Same. FC more experience. FC better. FC to win.
FC better record.
Yeah. Does Pick agree?
No, it says Fiend.
Alright. Next we have shared by brand. We have Losco Nashito versus JJ. Another it's just highlight match after highlight match after highlight match after highlight match after highlight match, people.
Losco won last time.
Mm-hmm.
And Losco's just... he has the better record.
Mm-hmm.
JJ is 4-2. Losco, as I mentioned earlier, is 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
I predict Losco.
I predict JJ.
Again?
Yes. I think he can win.
You predicted JJ last time.
Yes, I believe, okay? I believe that JJ can topple Losco here.
I don't know, man.
I believe. At least, also, we gotta really we've been agreeing too much. At least we gotta have some, tension here.
Okay, true.
Yeah, so JJ to win, Losco to win for you. Who does pick side with?
The pick sides with me.
Okay. Next is same six. We got Queso versus Esteban. Let's take a look at that matchup. Ouch.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ooh, it's kind of pink.
It is very pink. We got two Psychic Fairies. One's Wish Support, the other is offensive. Then we got two tanks. And we got Tauros and Lantern.
Honestly, it can be 3 tanks if you believe.
Really? Who's the other tank?
Lantern.
Okay. What does it tank?
Well, it probably wouldn't tank anything like a Specs expanding force Tapu Lele or anything.
Or a Bandit Aggron's Earthquake? Or a Head Smash,
what
maybe?
What if they use Mega Aggron, though? What do you think of that?
Mega Aggron is gonna go hard, yes. That is definitely the Mega, dude. Like...
Well, yeah, nothing else here Megas.
Yeah, and Tauros, that will probably just get the Z-move treatment. Also, Tauros Paldea combat, isn't that just straight up just fighting type?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the best mon here. It can beat Aggron, but You got 3
Yeah,
walls
it's
against
gonna
it.
be the Aggron answer, but you have Lantern for that too, technically, and Tapu Lele gets Focus Blast.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to pilot that Tauros. But it can, it can just bulk up and Trailblaze and Facade for all I care.
Can it bulk up? When's it gonna get the chance to do that?
Maybe against a setting up Petulant? I don't know.
In theory, you could set up against Lantern.
Just Trailblaze it and then just kill it and then just sweep.
Bulk up, Trailblaze it, give it a Lumberry so it can't get burned or toxic.
It can do much. It has sweeping potential, definitely. But it's gonna die to Screentail and Tapu Lele, so lol.
Yeah, or Screentail is just gonna encore it.
Yeah, that too. So in terms of matchup, who's gonna win? Queso or Esteban?
Esteban.
Same.
I just want to say that Specs Tapu Lele looks kind of awesome here.
Definitely looks the scariest.
Yeah, because what stops that thing?
Nothing. You can just Shadow Ball Screamtail for all I know.
You don't even need to do that because, like, Screamtail, it's probably still taking a lot from, like, Expanding Force or something.
Yeah, well, just make sure that special defense investment is real. It's real nice. Okay. Esteban, yeah. Same. Agree. I agree with Esteban. Esteban the GOAT. Esteban to win. Does Pick agree?
No.
Whoa. Mystery OU, our last one. We got Trichotomy versus Clem.
I'll go with Trichotomy.
I'll also go Trichotomy. Maybe Clem could pull off a miracle.
This week requires cooking.
He can pull off a miracle, okay, yeah. Alright, does Pick agree?
The Pick disagrees and says Clem.
It's been disagreeing with us a lot. Alright. Well, that's the end of the predicts. Thank you for watching.
Before we go into the end, let's look at the scores we're predicting here.
I just want. I think the Litwits are just gonna slay the Groviles here. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you predicted Panu to win, L-Taker to win, Dawn to win, Aragon to win, Rice Man to win, Clean to win.
At least a 6-2, but it could very well be a 7-1.
Yeah, because the person we're gonna sub in knows how to play Natdex Ubers, actually.
So, it might be a 7-1. It might be a 7-1.
But we haven't the foggiest idea who the Groviles are subbing in because they have like 7 different subs.
Oh, they can rotate. They can rotate whoever they want.
Yeah, like bro, they have Chris, Zap, Cal, Wesley, 20 Twan, BKG, and Dwagon.
Honestly, nice subs. Just nice subs.
They had Adrian too, but he got banned.
I'm fully expecting you to 8-0. 100%. I'm fully
oh my god.
I'm fully expecting you to 8-0. That is my 100% like mega prediction. I'm fully expecting you guys to go 8-0.
You're gonna change.
You are guaranteed finals, woman. Be happy.
Dude, we're not guaranteed finals. What are you talking about?
You are 100% favored to go to finals. Okay, better.
Favored, but that's not guaranteed.
That's guaranteed. Different. That's guaranteed in my heart. I think these Litwicks they're too humble. They're not egotistical enough. They are making finals.
Hey, we shouldn't be egotistical because getting an ego means getting complacent.
Wow. The realness. And what about the other matchup?
Let's see. You predicted.
We both
You
predicted this.
TTT Tech. You TTT Tech. The Hisui region. Ice Master. Michael Their Best. FC. JJ. Esteban. Trichotomy. Oh my! You're predicting the Snoms to win 5-3.
Yep.
Whereas I'm predicting
That Rand is gonna matter.
Tech, Hisui Region, Ice Master, Michael Their Best, FC, Losco, Esteban, Trichotomy. I'm predicting a tie.
It's close. It could really go either way. I think the games that are gonna matter are like the not the Camu game, the Stab and Mega game, the National Dex DOU game, and the Rands game. I think those are gonna be the ones that swings.
I think it'll more so be, I think it'll be Rams, Doubles, and Camove.
Camu? You really think Hisui guy's got a chance?
He hasn't lost yet, has he?
I don't think he has, yeah. Alright.
Kinetic could, in theory, have a chance, but I'm still mostly favoring TTT Tech.
Alright, well, we'll talk about
I think it'll primarily come down to doubles and Rands.
Those are the two. Those are the big two, definitely. Anyway, now we can properly end it off. Thank you so much for watching. Short video this time, but it's a necessary one. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so when this goes out. And we'll see you next week. The semifinals will have wrapped up, unless we do tiebreakers, and grand finals. Get excited.
Yep.
It's coming to a close, TPP is. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been McCoy, signing out.
Goodbye.